So we're in the bottom of the first as Brian Knapp led off with a leadoff double. We apologize for some technical difficulties here as Nick Carnevale grounded out to short. Knapp stayed put at second, and now Evan Magadan with one out and a guy on second base. First pitch from Tony Rivera is a breaking ball taken inside for ball one. Rivera pitching in his second start of the season. Pitched June 5th against Utica and earned the loss. The 1-0 swung on a miss by Magadan, and the count's 1-1. Against Utica on June 5th, Rivera pitched 4 1/3, 7 hits, 8 runs, but only 3 earned, as he walked 3 and struck out 9. The 1-1 from Rivera, taken high and outside, and the count's 2-1 on the Red Wings shortstop Evan Magadan. Rivera from Staten Island, New York, pitches at Division II Felician University, and as a junior, he was 1-1 with a 5.84 ERA in 10 games. The 2-1. Knapp takes off, pitches up high for ball 3, and Knapp is in standing at third with a stolen base. So a 3-1 count on Evan Magadan and a runner on third as Geneva tries to cut into this 3-0 Rapids lead. 3-1 from Rivera. Swung on and driven deep to right center field. Kirich going back. He makes the catch, and Brian Knapp can practically walk home with the first run of the game for the Red Wings as it's 3-1 Rapids.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the left fielder number 26, Langston Livingston.
So Langston Livingston will come out with 2 outs in the bottom of the first and nobody on. First pitch from Tony Rivera is low and inside as the camera fell down again. And I will try to fix that for you right here. So I apologize for the camera falling down as it's 2-2 on Langston Livingston. 2-2 is swung on and missed. The ball is blocked in the dirt by catcher Jacob Telly, and he will throw to first to complete the strikeout. So a run in on the sac fly by Evan Magadan, and it's 3-1 Watertown as we go to the top of the second. So we go to the top of the second inning at McDonough Park, 3-1 Watertown lead, as Joshua Bazoian will lead off the top of the second for Watertown. Grant Jebbia back out for his second inning of work, and the first pitch to Bazoian is swung on a miss with a breaking ball. Bazoian, native of Chino Hills, California, plays at Division II Union. The 0-1 ripped foul down the first base line, and the count's 0-2 on Bazoian. Bazoian hitting 167 on the young season. He does have a double and a stolen base. The 0-2 from Grant Jebbia. Swing and a miss. He got him on the breaking ball. And Bazoian is retired on strikeout for the first out in the second inning.
Number 10, Trevor Kunsel.
So Trevor Kunsel will step to the plate now with one out in the top of the second. Hitting .261 on the season. He leads the team with 8 RBIs. As Jebbia will step off and get the signs again from catcher Blaine McCray. First pitch from Jebbia is taken outside for ball 1. Kunsel from Cincinnati, Ohio, plays his college baseball at Division I George Washington. Hit 167 as a freshman. The 1-0 in the dirt, and the count's 2-0. Kunsel played in last night's 6-3 win over Geneva. He was 0 for 3, but did get a walk. The 2-0 is taken inside from Jebbia, and the count's 3-0. The 3-0 from Jebbia is taken for strike 1, and the count's now 3-1. Mentioned Kunsel leads the team with 8 runs batted in. That's good for 4th, at least a share of 4th in the Perfect Game Collegiate League, as the 3-1 is fouled back. And Jebbia has battled back from 3-0 to 3-2 on Trevor Kunsel. Kunsel with 2 doubles on the young season, as 3-2 is taken for ball 4, and he'll reach with a walk.
Catcher number 20, Jacob Kelly.
So the number 9 batter in the order now, catcher Jacob Telly, will come to the plate. As the 5'7", 170-pound native of Hendersonville, Tennessee, will work with 1 out in the top of the second. First pitch to him is in the dirt and blocked nicely by catcher Blaine McCray. Telly comes in hitting just 111 in 5 games with the Rapids. 2 hits, 3 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. The 1-0 taken for strike 1, and the count's 1-1. Telly plays at Division III Rhodes College, where he hit .364 as a junior in 46 games. He also led the team in doubles with 17. The 1-1 swung on a miss. Good changeup there from Grant Jebbia, and the count's 1-2. Mentioned Telly hit .364 at Rhodes College. He also stole 19 bases, which is not too bad for a catcher. The 1-2 to Telly, taken low, and the count's 2-2. Mentioned Telly stole 19 bases, and he was only caught 6 times, but the 19 stolen bases will fit in just well with this Watertown team, as the 2-2 is taken up and in. Brushes Telly off the plate, and the count's 3-2. As now we will see if Trevor Kunsel will be moving from first with the full count and 1 out. Watertown adding to their league lead in steals with 2 in the first inning. As the runner does go, the 3-2 is taken outside, ball 4. And back-to-back walks now issued by Red Wing starter Grant Jebbia.
Shortstop number 3, Dan Little.
So we go back to the top of the order for Watertown, and Dan Little will step up for his second plate appearance of the night as Blaine McCray and Nick Carnevale coming in to talk to starter Grant Gebbia about what to do with the runner on second now. Little walked in the first, stole 2 bases, and came around and scored on the ground out by William Hurton. First pitch to him, he shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike on the inside corner. Mentioned Little came in with a share of the team and league lead in stolen bases with 6. He has now extended that to a solo lead with 8 with his 2 steals in the first inning. He is still yet to be caught on the season. Native of Nicholasville, Kentucky, plays at Division I Richmond. Gebbia with a check of the runners. And the 0-1 shows bunt again, pulls back, and the pitch gets away from catcher Blaine McCray as both runners will move up on what I assume is a wild pitch. So a 1-1 count on Daniel Little, and no need to bunt now as both runners move up on the wild pitch. Second and third, still just 1 out here in the top of the second, 3-1 Watertown on top. Gebbia comes set, and the 1-1 to Little. Swung on and skied to the left side, but that will get out of McDonough Park, and the count's 1-2. Gebbia appearing in for the sign, looking for his 3rd strikeout of the night, and he needs one right here. The 1-2 to Little. Taken inside, and the count is 2-2. So Little, with his 2 stolen bases in the first inning, equal the total he had from last night against the Red Wings, now has 4 stolen bases in his last 2 games against Geneva. The 2-2 from Grant Gebbia, taken just outside, and the count runs full on Daniel Little as Gebbia is in danger of walking his 3rd straight batter. Julian Kurich is waiting on deck. He struck out looking in the first. The 3-2 to Little. In the dirt, ball 4. And Grant Gebbia has walked 3 Watertown Rapids in a row.
Number 9, Julian Kurich.
So that'll prompt a mound visit now from the Red Wings pitching coach, as just trying to settle Grant Gebbia down here. He's walked 3 in a row after the leadoff strikeout of Joshua Bazoian, as he's still just a pitch away from getting out of the top of the second. Bases loaded, and Julian Kurich coming up to the plate. So the mound visit will conclude, and we get back to baseball as the left-handed batter Julian Kurich, number 2 man in the order, will step up. First pitch from Grant Gebbia is a changeup taken for strike 1. Mentioned Kurich struck out looking in the first. He does lead the team in hits with 10 and doubles with 3. He also has a home run. The 0-1 is fouled off, and it's quickly 0-2 on Kurich, the native of Middletown, Delaware. Plays at Division II Wilmington University. The 0-2 from Gebbia. Strike 3 call. That was a ball. A very animated call from home plate umpire Derek Ivinsky. I think Kurich thought it hit him, and the call was Ivinsky telling him, nope, you're staying right here. And the count is 1-2 as this one is ripped into right. Trustin Riley going back. He can't get it. It's over his head. 1 run is in. Second run being waved around third. Here's the throw to the plate from Carnevale, and he is out. A perfect relay throw from Trustin Riley to Nick Carnevale to catcher Blaine McCray. making sure only one run comes in on that double by Julian Kurich. Just an unbelievable relay. One run does come in, but an absolute perfect relay to cut down the runner from second on the double that got all the way to the wall. So 2 outs now, second and third runners for William Hurton. First pitch to him is a breaking ball that just missed hitting him and will miss for ball 1. Hurton grounded out to third in the first inning, but did get an RBI off the ground out. The 1-0 from Jebbia, grounded to third again. Gillis can't get it, and it bounces into the outfield. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run, and he will score as well. So a 2 RBI single as that ball was scalded to third. Took kind of a weird hop on Jared Gillis. He didn't have much of a chance at that one. And Watertown with an early 6-1 lead here in the top of the second. So Michael Russell will come up with 2 outs, and he looks at a first pitch breaking ball for strike 1 from Grant Jebbia. Russell singled and came around to score back in the first inning on Kenny Bergman's home run. As he chops one to short, Magadan will cut it off and make a strong throw across the diamond. So 3 more come in for Watertown. They lead 6-1 going to the bottom of the second here at McDonough Park. So we go to the bottom of the second, 6-1 Watertown. They scored 3 in the first and 3 in the second. As Geneva looking to cut into this 5-run deficit, as Nick Nebraska will lead off the bottom of the second. First pitch from Rivera is chopped to third, and that one will kick foul. Again, apologize for some technical difficulties. I'm stationed behind home plate, as between the Wi-Fi and sometimes the camera getting knocked off the netting hasn't been easy thus far, but hoping for some smooth sailing the rest of the way. The 0-1 on Nebraska ripped up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. So a leadoff single for the Red Wings first baseman, and Jared Gillis will come up.
From Springer, Delaware, the third baseman, number 9, Jared Gillis.
So a frozen rope by Nick Nebraska to start the bottom of the second, and Jared Gillis will step in, the team leader in average and hits. First pitch to him is taken up high for ball 1 from Tony Rivera, and it's 1-0. Gillis leading the team with his .407 average. That's good for 5th in Perfect Game Collegiate League. The 1-0 from Rivera. Swung on and grounded to second off the glove of William Hurton, and that one will get into right field as the first 2 runners have reached here for Geneva. Is that one officially going down as a base hit, as that one was also smoked. And Lane Powell will step in with 2 on and none out. So Lane Powell, the Excel Alabama native, looking to add to his share of the team lead with 4 RBIs. First pitch to him is ripped in the air to right field, but that ball is hooking and it gets down foul. Mentioned Powell shares the team lead, 4 RBIs. Those came in back-to-back games on June 8th and June 9th. Against Newark and Jamestown, respectively. He had 2 RBIs in each of those games. He also leads the team with 3 doubles. Check of the runner by Rivera. And the 0-1 is in the dirt, and that'll get away from catcher Jacob Telly. So both runners will advance on the wild pitch, and the Red Wings have 2 in scoring position and no out. Wings down 6-1. And a prime opportunity to cut into that lead right here. Rivera peers in for the sign. And the 1-1 to Lane Powell. Swung on and missed, and he lost some grip of the bat as that one goes helicoptering over towards the Watertown dugout, and a player will retrieve it and bring it back to Lane Powell. Powell will grip some of the pine tar, now rub his hands in the dirt, and grip the pine tar again as he goes with no batting gloves on the wooden bat. Rivera comes set. Checks the runners. Long hold, and the 1-2. Taken inside. Fastball almost got a piece of the elbow of Lane Powell, but he pulled away. And the count is 2-2. On the catcher who is designated hitting tonight for the Red Wings. Rivera set at the belt. And the 2-2 to Powell. Chopped up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. 1 run is in. Jared Gillis will be held at third. So an RBI single for Lane Powell as 3 straight singles to lead off the bottom of the second, and the Red Wings cut into the lead now 6-2 Watertown. So Blaine McCray now up, looking for his first hit of the season as he calls time as his walk-up song goes a little long. And now he digs back in. Runners on the corners, no outs, bottom of the second. The first pitch to McCray is taken inside for ball 1. Mention McCray still looking for his first hit, only has 7 at-bats on the season. He does have a walk, and he hit 316 at Division III McMurray University this past spring. The 1-0 from Rivera is taken up high, and McCray is in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count. Mention McCray hitting 316. He added 5 doubles and a home run for McMurray University in the American Southwest Conference. The 2-0 from Rivera is taken low and in, and the count's 3-0. Native of Burleson, Texas, 5'11", 200-pound catcher. And he has a 3-0 count from Rapid starter Tony Rivera. As here it comes, and it's taken for strike 1, and the count's 3-1. McCray last saw action on June 8th at Newark. And the Red Wings 12-2 loss as he drew a walk in that game. Rivera comes set. Long hold and the 3-1. Low and outside as Blaine McRae reaches with a walk, and now the first 4 batters of the inning have reached base as they are loaded up with Red Wings, and that will prompt a mound visit from the Watertown dugout. So the mound visit concludes, and right fielder Trustin Riley will step in with the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the second. Riley hitting at 182 on the young season, looking for his first RBI. The first pitch to him taken down and in for ball 1. Native of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Trustin Riley plays at Division II University of Tampa, and they are a powerhouse in D2. And I know that firsthand. I played against them as a sophomore and gave up a home run that still probably hasn't landed. The 1-0 to Riley is taken on the outside corner for strike 1, and the count's even at 1-1. Rivera coming set. The 1-1 to Riley. Swung on and missed as Riley just swinging over top of that fastball. And the count goes to 1-2. Prime opportunity for the first RBI or RBIs of the season for the right fielder. Rivera, the 1-2. Low and in, that'll get away from catcher Jacob Telly, and all 3 runners will move up, including one of them scoring. That is Jared Gillis, as it is now 6-3 Watertown. So 3 singles, a walk, and now a wild pitch have 2 runs in with no outs here in the bottom of the second. Two-two count now on Riley. Still 2 in scoring position as Rivera will look to get out of this jam. The 2-2 to Riley. Taken up high for ball 3. And Rivera, who started 1-2 on Riley, is now in danger of surrendering his 5th straight base runner to lead off the bottom of the second. Payoff pitch to Trustin Riley. Taken, called strike 3. That pitch looked a little high and tight, but home plate umpire Derek Ivinsky punched him out, and that will turn the lineup over for the Red Wings as leadoff man Brian Knapp will step in for his second at-bat. He doubled, stole a base, and scored back in the first. First pitch from Rivera is taken inside for ball 1, 1-0. Knapp's double in the first was his 3rd of the season. Good enough to give him a share of the team lead early on with 3. The 1-0 from Rivera to Knapp. Swung on and missed as Knapp looked like he wasn't quite sure if he wanted to offer at that one. Ended up swinging at it late and swung over top of it. 1-1 count, 1 out, 2nd and 3rd runners for the Red Wings. The big righty deals the 1-1, and it's chopped foul as that one caught a piece of catcher Jacob Telly. And home plate umpire Derek Ivinsky will take a walk out to Tony Rivera and hand him a ball to give catcher Jacob Telly a little more time to shake that one off. Mention Rivera making his 2nd start of the season. He struck out 9 over 4 1/3 against Utica in his first start, so he is a strikeout pitcher. But he's in a jam here as the Red Wings, with 2 runs in already, looking to bring a few more in. 1-2 on Brian Knapp. Check swing, and he did not go. As a good take there by Knapp. Good breaking ball by Tony Rivera. Threw that one at the back foot of Brian Knapp, and a very good take to lay off that one and even the count at 2-2. Rivera working quickly. And he comes set in the 2-2. Swung on and chopped towards first. Runners don't advance. Now they will, as first is touched by Trevor Kunzel, and the run will come home and score. That was Lane Powell. So a ground out to the first baseman for Knapp, and that'll bring home a run. It's 6-4 Watertown now. Nick Carnevale will come to the plate, as that play was not very conventional, as it was a slow roller to first. Lane Powell did not initially break to home, but Blaine McCray broke to third, so Powell had no choice but to eventually go. And I'm not sure if it caught Watertown by surprise, the delayed runner going home, or they just couldn't get him. But in any event, 6-4 Wings, with a guy still on third, and the first pitch to Carnevale is taken outside for ball one. Carnevale grounded out to short back in the first, as he came in with an average of 389. The 1-0 is grounded to short. In the hole is Little. He makes a long throw, and he won't. 6-5 Watertown.
From Point Pleasant, New Jersey, the shortstop, number 24, Evan Magadan.
So Evan Magadan, the shortstop tonight, will come to the plate with 2 outs and Carnevale on first. First pitch from Rivera to Magadan is a late hack, and he will rip that one just over the heads of many of his teammates leaning on the top step of the dugout along the first base side. So Carnevale with an RBI infield single as he chopped one to Little at short, but his speed was just too much, and now he goes on the 0-1. Pitches a ball, throw down to second is not in time. And Nick Carnevale has himself a stolen base. So Geneva saying, we know you like to run, Watertown. Well, we can run a little bit too. And Geneva has tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the second. 4 runs already in the frame, 6-5 Watertown. 1-1 count on Magadan, and here it is. Fastball up and in as that one brushes him back off the plate. And it's 2-1 on the Point Pleasant, New Jersey native, Evan Magadan. Plays at Division I Bucknell. Rivera a long hold, and the 2-1 taken up high, and the count's 3-1. Magadan drove in the first run of the game for the Red Wings back in the first. That was a sac fly to center, scoring Brian Knapp. Trying to drive in another and tie this game. The 3-1 from Tony Rivera. Taken for ball 4. And Evan Magadan works the second walk of the inning off of Tony Rivera.
Philadelphia, PA, left fielder number 26, Langston Livingston.
So first and second runners, 2 outs, bottom of the second, and Langston Livingston will step up. First pitch to him is taken low and in, and that will get away from Jacob Telly. Both runners will move up, with Carnevale going to third and Magadan going to second. So the Red Wings entered the frame down 6-1, and now they're just a base hit away from maybe taking the lead with second and third and 2 outs. 1-0 count on Langston Livingston, who was a strikeout victim back in the first. Came in hitting .345, did Livingston. The 1-0 from Rivera. Swing and a miss. Took a healthy hack at the fastball. Came up empty, 1-1. Livingston hitting .345 on the year. He also has 8 walks, which is tied for 5th in the Perfect Game League and also leads the Geneva Red Wings. The 1-1 from Rivera. Taken up high, and the count's 2-1. Rivera leaving a lot of fastballs up high this inning that either go for a ball or get hit hard. as Livingston in a hitter's count, 2-1. Rivera coming set, and the 2-1 to Livingston. Swung on a driven deep to right field. That one is way out of here. A 3-run home run for Langston Livingston as he gave a nice bat flip. And just like that, the Geneva Red Wings are on top, 8-6 here in the bottom of the second. That ball was absolutely crushed, a no-doubt shot as he gave a little bat flip towards the Red Wings dugout, and right fielder Nick Bosma could just turn around and watch it disappear into the trees beyond the right field fence. That's the first home run of the season for Langston Livingston and his second, third, and fourth RBIs. So the Red Wings have batted around, and Nick Nebraska will come up. He singled to start this inning, which seems like an eternity ago. The first pitch to him, the second go-around, is chopped to short. Coming in on is Daniel Little. He will field, make the throw to first as it gets away from first baseman Trevor Kunsel. Catcher Jacob Telly there to back up the throw to keep Nebraska at first, but that one will go down as an E6 and keep the inning going for the Red Wings as Jared Gillis will step to the plate. So Tony Rivera laboring a little bit out there as 7 runs have crossed the plate. And Jared Gillis looking to add more to that. He singled earlier in this inning and came around to score. First pitch to him is driven deep to right. Nick Bosma going back at the track. He leaps up, and that ball is gone. Nick Bosma leaping at the wall. Looked like he may have come up with it, but in the end, he just came down with nothing. And Jared Gillis adds a 2-run home run as now it is a 10-6 Red Wings lead. First home run of the year for Jared Gillis. And now another mound visit from the Watertown Rapids. Wasn't quite sure where that ball ended up as right fielder Nick Bosma went up for it. He leaped at the wall. Looked like he came down with it, but maybe he was just shaken up. As we will get a new pitcher here as Tony Rivera will exit. 9 runs home in the second inning, and it's 10-6 Geneva here in the bottom of the second. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on Red Wings TV. So the new pitcher for Watertown will be number 28, right-hander Wandy Brito, as he will come in to try to put this fire out, as 9 runs have already crossed the plate for the Red Wings in this inning. The first pitch to Lane Powell is taken up high for ball 1. Powell singled earlier in this inning as the 1-0 is taken down low for ball 2. 9 runs in, thanks in part to home runs by Langston Livingston, a 3-run shot, and a 2-run shot just a moment ago by Jared Gillis that knocked starter Tony Rivera out of the game. 2-0 to Powell, healthy hack, but he comes up empty on a fastball, and the count's 2-1. Geneva came into the inning down 6-1, but no quit in them as they have rallied and now lead 10-6. The 2-1 to Powell, called strike 2, and the count's even at 2-2. So Gillis with the home run now, 2 for 2 in this inning, a single and a home run. The 2-2 to Powell, low and in, and the count runs full 3-2. Powell awaits the 3-2 pitch from Wandy Brito, and here it is, taken up and in. And Lane Powell reaches base for the second time this inning. He adds a walk to his earlier single. So to bring Blaine McCray up to the plate. He walked his first time up this inning, as this is the inning that just never seems to end for the Watertown Rapids, as Geneva just keep piling it on. Brito with a check of Lane Powell, and the first pitch to McCray. Breaking ball taken for a ball. And the count is 1-0 on the native of Burleson, Texas. Brito, this will be his 3rd appearance of the year. He has not had a decision, and he has a 0 ERA. 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Brito, from Reading, Pennsylvania, pitches at Division III Keystone College. Has seen action on June 3rd and June 7th against Utica and Newark, respectively. The 2-0 to McCray, and that got a piece of him. McCray is hit by a pitch, so he has been walked and hit now in the inning. And this inning just will not end for Watertown, as the Red Wings now have 2 more men on base, still 2 outs, as Trustin Riley will come up. So Trustin Riley, the number 9 batter, will step in. He recorded 1 of the 2 outs in this inning, as he struck out looking off starter Tony Rivera. First pitch to him from Brito is taken up high, and it's 1-0. 2 outs came relatively early. They came in order, Riley and then Knapp. And then after that, it was just an onslaught of offense from the Red Wings. The 1-0 to Riley. Swung on and driven foul, and that one will get out of the stadium. And it's 1-1 on the native of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So a couple Pennsylvania natives squaring off here. Brito from Reading and Trustin Riley from Harrisburg. Brito comes set. Quick check of the runner, and the 1-1. Low and in, good block by Jacob Telly. There have been a couple wild pitches already in the inning that have helped the Red Wings out, those coming from starter Tony Rivera. But Telly doing a good job to keep that one in front of him. And the count's 2-1. Brito working quickly. 2-1 pitch is taken on the outside corner, as Riley thought that one was outside, and maybe I did too. But the count's even at 2-2. So Brito looking to finally end this inning. Riley trying to not make 2 outs in 1 inning. 2-2 pitch is low and in with a breaking ball, and the count runs full. As now Lane Powell from second and Blaine McCray will get head starts on this pitch as it counts 3-2, both of them catchers. The 3-2 to Trustin Riley, taken outside, and that's ball 4. Brito thought that one may have been in the same spot as the strike 2 pitch, but home plate umpire Derek Ivinsky says, nope, ball 4. And the bases are loaded yet again for the Red Wings here in the 2nd inning. Brian Knapp will come out. I mentioned he made 1 of the 2 outs in this inning, grounded out to first. First pitch to him is a called strike at the knees. Knapp coming in with a share of the team leading home runs with 2. Another one here would maybe blow this one open a little bit. The 0-1 check swing, he went around, said home plate umpire Derek Ivinsky, and it's quickly 0-2 on Knapp, the center fielder from Redwood City, California. Brito peering in, has his sign, and the 0-2 to Knapp. Grounded to first, high hop, as Kuntzel will take it to the bag, and finally, the inning is over for Watertown, but not before Geneva scores 9. We're through 2 innings, 10-6, Geneva. So we go to the top of the 3rd here at McDonough Park. Grant Gebbia back out for his 3rd inning of work, and it feels like an eternity since he was last on the mound, as Red Wings scoring 9 in the bottom of the 2nd. When Gebbia last left the mound, he was trailing 6-1, and now he is ahead 10-6. Definitely appreciates that run support, as he will face 5, 6, and 7 to lead off the 3rd. First pitch to Kenny Bergman is taken up high. Bergman homered back in the 1st, a 2-run shot. Came in hitting 500. The 0-1 to Bergman is taken up high, ball 2. The home run in the 1st was Bergman's 1st of the young season, as 2-0 to him is taken inside, and the count is 3-0. The designated hitter from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Plays at Division I UConn, hit .091 in 11 games this spring. 3-0 is taken right down the middle, and is 3-1. If you're Gebbia now with the lead, you just want to go out and attack these hitters, as he fell behind Bergman 3-0 as the 3-1 is fouled off. And Gebbia coming back from 3-0 to now 3-2, and looking to set Bergman down for the first time tonight. The 3-2 from Gebbia. Ripped up the middle. Dive at short by Evan Magadan, but he can't come up with it, and that'll be a base hit, as Kenny Bergman is now 2 for 2.
Right fielder number 33, Nick Bosma.
So Nick Bosma, the right fielder, will step in now as the leadoff single by Kenny Bergman, just getting past the diving Evan Magadan. And in addition to all the runs, the pitchers here in Geneva love the infield, always laying out for the balls. It's every night. They're diving every which way. First pitch to Bosma is taken down low for ball one. Doesn't really matter who's in the infield. There have been a lot of infielders rotated in and out, but they all seem to give 100% and do not hesitate to get dirty. 1-0 is chopped, and that one will kick foul down the third base line as Jared Gillis will come in and pick it up in foul territory, and he will throw that ball back in to catcher Blaine McCray, who will give it to home plate umpire Derek Ivinsky, and he will put it in his ball bag. And the count's 1-1 on Nick Bosma, native of Overland Park, Kansas. The 1-1 breaking ball fouled off, as that one will hit off the roof of, I believe, the team store here at McDonough Park, and the count's 1-2 on Bosma. Bosma grounded out to short to end the first inning as he awaits the 1-2 from Grant Gebbia. Here it is, and swung on and missed. An absolutely filthy breaking ball from Grant Gebbia as Bosma hits himself in the helmet with the bat, as he is upset at himself for chasing that one, but that one was just absolutely filthy from Grant Gebbia. So 1 out now in the top of the third. Kenny